Well, we do have a couple of important notes today. Obviously, the videos, I hope, are out by now. I messaged Kelly. Got everything done over the weekend. Obviously, a big weekend for us in Pennsylvania. I think it could have went worse. It could always go better. We could have won the final and been second with Spitfire instead of second and 6th or 7th. But again, if races are over, we want to know what happened. I think Spitfire, although he trotted in 55 and 4, has more to offer. We scoped him and again found mucus. This is like every start, we found mucus with this horse. So I did have some people email and say, just turn him out. Listen, guys, it's going to be up to the horse whether he gets turned out. He does have one particular race left for sure. And I know Spitfire overseas. I've seen him race all year. I know the horse, and he has a lot to offer. Does he still have a lot to offer? Well, that'll be up to him. Not me, not you, not anyone else. So I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of what's going on. Spitfire overseas is coming back to Ontario to be assessed. Both his health, his soundness, and his viability for racing. If he isn't sharp as a tack over the next week, he can easily find a field. I have no problem with that. I wish he had a better year, but he didn't have a horrible year by any stretch of the imagination, and has proved that he's going to be a good 3-year-old. Goes without saying that Crantini is going to be a good 3-year-old, as is Carter Michael Dio. I don't know that I made it abundantly clear yet. After it all was said and done, from the videos and the day and the ups and downs of whether it be baseball or horse racing, I don't know that I made it clear. Crantini is going to be racing in the Mohawk Millions. He is going to be our horse, our flag bearer, in the $1 million race on September 24th. Somebody had messaged me and said, well, are you going to go to Kentucky on the 29th? No, I'm not going to Kentucky on the 29th. He's going to be in Ontario on the 24th. So Crantini will be racing in the Mohawk Millions. Carter Michael Dio will come back also to be assessed. He's slated to race in the Champlain on the 15th. And at this time of year, with all our horses, rookies or sophomores, start by start, how do they feel? How do they come out of it? How did they recover? What does their blood look like? What does their scope look like if we have to scope them? If they get green lights, they will continue to get a chance to race. We do at the Champlain. We do at the Mohawk Millions. We have stake races for a couple of horses in Kentucky. I don't know if we'll go there. Obviously, Carter Michael Dio won't be going there. He's on Lasix. Spitfire, it's a long year to be running him down to Kentucky for one race. I think he's going to focus on a 2-year-old non-winners of 2. If he does really well in that event, then we'll probably look at the Breeders' Crown with Spitfire. And I think the best way to look at this road is not that bumpy. I think the best way to look at what is with the bumps. I think the best way to look at Spitfire's case is quite simply, if we didn't have Crantini and we didn't have Carter Michael Dio, would Spitfire be done for the year? Honest question. Ask yourself that. Just because it looks like he's our third best colt, he's no slouch. And I think that is the best way to look at the future of Spitfire overseas.
Police reported ahead.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But I'm not speeding, so I'm not worried if the police are ahead. Also, I again, reviewing emails. The Monday takeaways from people. Now, obviously, the videos are only out this morning recently. I did a video that I posted on Facebook and Twitter explaining that there is a police officer right there. Explaining that my take on horse racing, the issues we have right now, and a very easy way to start mitigating those issues, i.e. that, for example, the horse shortages and owner shortages, you know where I'm going with this. Fractional ownership, I believe, is a very good fix. Not a Band-Aid, a fix for both. And we're going to have some people that agree or disagree with that particular statement. I actually, as I say it out loud, I don't understand how anybody can possibly disagree with the statement. But we'll see. I'm sure there'll be somebody figure out a way to do that. And also, I got an email today from somebody saying, Anthony, what's the plan with the number of our sophomores? Are we retaining them all over till their 4-year-old year? No, absolutely not. We're not. Any of the horses that look like they have a lot of wins and a lot of money made are likely going to find themselves up for sale. right? That's just the way it is. We can't, unless I believe a horse like Slim Jimmy or Sweet on Pete are going to be top-end trotter material, we've already saturated their wins and earnings for the most part in the overnight circuit, not the stake circuit, but the overnight circuit. So those horses, again, will probably look at an opportunity before the consolation final. Whatever those last grouping of stake races are, we may test the free agency market with these horses. And there's going to be a lot of people say, we've had them 2 years, and I don't want to lose this horse, I want to see a race in this 4. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to keep the horses just because we've had them. We have put together a model that works. You know, we know where the horses can race, and they're going to have an opportunity to do well. And we also know where they're going to struggle, right? That's frustrating. Got to be a way to fix that. And we also know where they're going to struggle. So, how do we mitigate that? How do we step around those landmines? That's going to be my job throughout the fall and into the winter. So for those of you who own Purple Aura and Sweet on Pete and Slim Jimmy, we are assessing and reassessing their state, where they're at, where they might be, what they can do, what they might be able to do, and also what they likely cannot do moving forward. And if those horses don't fit into what we're trying to do at the stable, then they will be offered up for sale later on in the fall. And I think everybody knows that. That really shouldn't come as a shock to anybody. I was super impressed with Slim Jimmy last night. He's got stake races left. We got Jug Week. We got stakes with this horse. But he does have north of 100 made and a number of wins. So we're going to be watching all these horses. Speaking of watching, I am watching a horse selling right now on Gate that I am bidding on. I may end up buying the horse. We are going to continue to put horses in our barn that have wide berths. And you guys have heard this. This is a song that's been repeated all year. Non-winners of 2, non-winners of 3, not a lot of money made, lots of racing ahead. Goes without saying. Now, this time of year, you got to watch it. You don't want to bring on a horse that maybe, now, I don't want to expose myself too much here, but you don't want to bring on a horse that has a ton of starts that may need a rest at some point. So we're constantly juggling our horses, where they fit, where they don't fit. Do they need to stay? Are they horses we're going to move? And then at the same time, it's also wise to keep your eyes open, because this is the time of year, like us, people are trying to put together sale capital by selling horses. Maybe some good deals out there. Never know. As we get to the sale season, it's an exciting time. A lot of people have spoke up. We have a lot of money put together for Lexington, for Ohio. And as I told everybody last week, I am going to be involved in the Ohio market also. I haven't spoke for any of those lots, any of those shares yet. That's why you see a lot of those buckets still with shares left. Trust me when I tell you, by the end of this week, those buckets will all be gone for the most part, if not certain. So if you're out there saying, I'll get one later on, it's not like I'm asking you to pay for it today. It just has to be paid for before the sale. So you can wait if you want, or not wait. It's up to you. But those shares will be gone. Those lots will be gone this week. Of that, I'm absolutely 100% positive. Lexington's going to be a little chaotic this year. Not only do we have the buckets full, and that bottom one will also fill, but we also have a lot of people that want to buy horses in Lexington. I had somebody call me the other day and say, well, why are you doing it like this? In reference to the way we procured Crantini last year. I am not a wealthy person, all right? I can't just go out and carry shares. And I've had to be very creative with the way I did it over the last 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm not going to continue to, as I said, financially expose myself in a dangerous way moving forward. So if there are ways that we can secure an extra horse or 2 quality animal like a Crantini, because make no mistake, if we don't make that deal with Steve last year on Crantini, we don't have Crantini. I don't bid on him. He would not be coming home. So of course, I'm always looking to get quality animals at an affordable price wherever, whenever we can get them. That's how the stable was built. That's the premise it was built on. I think you're going to see a lot of quality horses enter the stable again this year. We have now punched through into a a different portion of racing. People are starting to pay attention to what we're doing. People are starting to take note of how we do it. And hopefully we can ride that momentum right into 2023 and beyond. So, a little note to everybody, some feedback from a number of people as far as staking. Big news of today, Crantini will be representing the stable.ca in the Mohawk Millions. Now, keep an eye out, because we have some clients that maybe don't want to risk going into the Mohawk Millions. It's a lot of money to put up to race for $1 million. Third place is virtually your money back. This is a giant pissing contest with very wealthy people for the most part. First or second is where you want to be. Third, you kind of get your money back. Anything after that, you almost break even, but not quite. Well, by that I mean fourth. Fifth, get half your money back, I guess, or some of it, and then they pay $10,000 after that. But I mean, put up 110 to get 10 back, and we do put up 110 because if you can remember, we borrowed 100,000 off our clients to put that 100 up, and we were paying our clients back 10%. So for the two gentlemen, that one family and one gentleman that put up the 50,000 each, I appreciate what you do. I know our clients do also. It gave us the entire year. Just think of it. How could we have picked Crantini in February to be the horse that is going to be our flag bearer? How would we have done that? It would have been impossible. So that interest in-house, I might add, which is important for us and for me, that interest allowed us months and months and months and months to make an informed decision on who we wanted to send to the Mohawk Millions. So it will be Crantini. Spitfire Overseas will be coming home. Taiwan On is coming home also to race in the Elegant Image, to our home track. Carter Michael Dio is coming home to race in the Champlain. So is Tailgate Buzz. He'll be coming home. Well, you might say to yourself, well, one's grassroots. Hold the phone. Tailgate Buzz has been a good horse all year. We chose to race him in the Stallion Series. And that's not me saying he could have won the Sire Stakes, but we chose to race him where he could win. I wish Austro Hanover was eligible too, but he's not. So that's a little update for everybody, where we're at, what we're doing. Just a little feedback on some of the emails I got. As I said, to reiterate, Crantini will be coming home. Will be racing in the Mohawk Millions. Scotty and Megan will be racing him. Unfortunately, Scotty doesn't believe his wrist will be ready, and Yannick Gingras will retain the drive in the $1 million race. It's only fair. Carter Michael Deal will be coming home to race in the Champlain. What we do with him after that, what we do with him and Spitfire Overseas after that. Spitfire's not eligible to Champlain also, which I'm a little perturbed about. Whatever. What we do with all those horses after that will be up to the trainers, myself, all of us as a group, and most importantly, the horse. So with that, I'll let you guys go. As I said, a little feedback on what's going on right now, what's taking place, what we're doing, what we're trying to do. But for now, I'm going to let everybody go. I hope you had a great weekend. The weather's not great. The start of the week, it's supposed to rain all day at the Poconos, which you know I love. But I'll get over it. Wish us luck. We're going to need it. So good luck to the Austral Hanover and the Tailgate Buzz groups, a number of other horses, Patrick de Perona, and a number of other horses racing tonight. Good luck to everybody. I will talk to you all very soon. Take care.